So, hello everybody, and good evening. Or maybe I can say sorry. Sorry, how do I say? It's not evening here. Sorry. It's early morning here, so that's why I'm a little bit groggy here right now because it's it's almost 4:20 a.m. here in Sarawak in Borneo. It's on 17 July 2026. We are on Friday, yeah, and just to give you a little bit heads up as well, we are actually 8 hours ahead of the universal time coordinate. So that's why, yeah. So so that's why I mispronounce it, but it's okay. It is what it is. But well, we are getting ready in. And also thank you so much for your a bit of your how do I say? Sorry. Sorry for making you waiting, but thank you for your patience. We can go ready and live right now. So let us go, shall we? Okay, so hello everybody and welcome. I'm Dennis Suga, your host today for the SpaceX's Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket launch that will be carrying you they will be carrying the tranche. How do I say? I hope I pronounce this properly. Tranche one transport layer E for the United States Space Force, the division of the with for the USSF, the United States Space Force on the SDA branch, aka the Space Development Agency. Okay, just to give you a little bit of s- stuff to say here. So yeah, not going to confuse which one because yeah, obviously I know there's two meanings here. Another meaning is the church itself. The Seventh Day Adventist, which I have. Which I happen to be there as well. So, not to be confused with that, it's the Space Development Agency. Okay, basically basically also under the United States Space Force, USSF, so to speak. And yeah, this one will be launching the satellites. It's going to just to give you a little bit of quick update. Okay, maybe give me slightly a little bit of time. Okay, so here is it. We are going to give you a little bit stuff what you need to know. Is it okay? So here we go. Okay, so for this mission, okay, so this is good. This is the NASA Spaceflight Forum article here. Okay, in case you want to know, the Tranche 1, I hope I pronounce it properly, Tranche or Trans 1, transport layer, E mission here. Okay, this one is the third flight for this one. Okay, for the Trans or Tranche 1 here. Okay, so there's basically some kinds of design what you need to know about this here and there, but mostly this satellites build in the nutshell is this specific build, if I remember, is the Praetorian. Okay, and this one is actually built by the York Space System. Okay, and how it actually looks like. Okay, so give me a little bit seconds. Okay, because sometimes it can be a little bit aggressive to tracking here. Okay, so basically this is it in the nutshell. Okay, especially with how this stacking works. Usually it's something like this. Okay, indicated on the right image right side of the image there. That's basically how the stacking looks like, with some kinds of antenna here and there. That one is also practically for the precision. See, you can say the kinds of technology, something that's also available on the GPS, also were transferred in for this mission as well. This one is for the like some of the name stuff itself, if I remember correctly, an SDA, yeah, National Space, yeah. But I'm not gonna mispronounce it. I'm not going to risk it, but anyhow, it's basically for the warfighter kind of situation for the US military, for the United States military, but and also specifically for the Space Force, and also its branch, with the Space Development Agency as well. Okay, so basically that's how it looks like. Okay, so how the satellite actually looks like. Okay, I forgot to tell you. This one is the York LX class bus. Okay, there's not much else information. What do we know about this one? But for one thing's for sure. Okay, this is how it looks like. It's going to wave, or basically it's going to be a thought. The mass itself, while we not 100% know how is it, but each of it will be more than 300 kilograms. That's the only information that we know. And the satellite design itself is basically as indicated on the right side. Okay, you can see how it looks like. There's basically only the solar panel deployed on the left side of the satellite itself, in the nutshell. Okay, and also it will be launched on the orbit, on the circular low Earth orbit around the 950 kilometers, the polar low Earth orbit. It's going to, and at least from how do I say, from the analysis here as well. Okay, so just to give you a bit update, this is also how it looks like when it tries to pack in. Okay, you can see there. And here, where is it? Where is it? Yeah. So this is actually how it looks like when it packs in. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. This one much clearer. This is how it looks like. Okay. So, and basically this is how it actually packs up for this flight. If I remember, in this case, this one has 21 satellites on board the mission. Yeah, is it? Yeah, 21 payloads, 21 satellites on board this mission. Basically packed and stacked together inside it. And if we look at on the debris, how do I say, on the hazard kind of situation, hazard map itself, especially where it's going, this is where, how do I know it's going to go around? Yeah, I estimate this is basically almost around 90 degrees. It's going to be launch. Uh, the launch inclination is going to the south, but but looking at this, I estimate this will be around, if not 89.5 degrees, it's going to be something around 87 or 86 degrees, something of like that, of the launch angle there. You can see there, as indicated on here. Let me show you. As indicated on here. Well, oh yeah, as indicated here, this one is basically the hazard map, where the all of the first stage for the whole flight actually will go, indicated on this on this green rectangle box here, and then followed by the launch itself, and then eventually with the pellet fairings, and then afterward pellet fairing separation, and then this is also where, and then on the right, how do I say, on the red rectangle box, and also the orange box there, that's basically where the first stage will be landed back. If I remember this, in this case, the first stage booster in this case, it's actually booster number 1103. Yeah, should be correct as well. Yeah, it's correct. And for the rest of it, how it actually for the rest of it, you can see how the flight actually looks like. It's going to go around the Earth like that on the polar low Earth orbit. Yeah, and also another one. This map is where the second stage eventually will end its life. Okay, will destructively enters back almost near almost basically like around still pretty far from the South Africa, but it's going to be far from the coast of the South Africa. So yeah, that's basically it. Another safe point as well to reintrospect. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, and yeah, so apparently this is, oh, is it okay? Yeah, and apparently it's already start. It's okay, and we can go directly to the live itself. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Never mind. But anyhow, let's go. Watch. Yeah. So looks like they have already changed. Oh, okay. So we have to change because apparently you can see there it's already changing. Okay, so that's all good. Okay, lock slot has already complete. Okay. Okay, it's quite slow here. Okay. But anyhow, okay.
Such as topping off tanks
Okay.
and sealing.
So we are getting ready in
and coming up
for
in
the
just a
launch.
few moments at the T-1 minute mark, we'll hear that call out that Falcon 9 is in startup.
Okay, get ready in. I mean, there's going to be some kinds of delay, but however, it's still good. We still can go for the live itself. Shall we? Okay, T-1 minutes. Get ready in. Okay, Falcon 9 is in startup.
Falcon 9 is now in startup. At this point, the autonomous flight computers have taken over the launch countdown, and stages 1 and 2 are pressurizing for launch. We're just waiting on the final go, no-go
Yes.
from the launch director.
This is the MD. MD is go for launch.
Okay.
And the MD has
The
given the final go for
launch
today's mission. So let's
launch
sit back
director
and
and
watch as
mission
Falcon 9 takes the
director has
SDA
already
Tranche 1 Launch 3
given
payload to space.
permission to go for launch.
T-minus 3 seconds.
Okay. Get ready in. Here we go. Enjoy the liftoff, everybody, and we'll be looking soon at T-minus 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, T-minus 10, 9.
9.
Okay.
8,
And as you can see,
7,
the indicator
6,
going to show
5,
for the launch.
4, 3, 2,
All 9
1.
Merlin 1D first stage engine ignition and launch clamp release and liftoff of the SpaceX's Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket from the Vandenberg Space Force Base from the Space Launch Complex 4E, Slick 4E, 4 East there, carrying the Tranche or Trans 1 Transport Layer E for the 21 pilots mission, carrying for the United States Space Force Space Development Agency branch, USSF SDA. So the mission is still going up, and need to give you a little bit of it. Yeah, need to give you a little bit of information. By now, the rocket is already going into the. It's already going into the.
Vehicle supersonic.
Okay, right now the rocket is right now going to the supersonic. Okay, by that point on the subsonic Mach 0.5, usually it's already throttled down back to 60% in preparation for the supersonic and then eventually to the max Q.
Max Q.
Okay, max
And there's
Q,
that car
maximum
for max Q.
aerodynamic pressure
Now, coming
fully
up next, we'll
exerted
have
on
a
the
few
rocket
events
itself.
happening in quick
It's
succession, starting
already
with
done,
MECO,
and you can see
followed by
from the
stage separation,
atmospheric water
and then
vapor that's
SES-1.
another indication. How do we
Main engine
know
cutoff,
it's
or MECO, is where
already
all
going into
9
the
Merlin
max
1B
Q?
engines shut down
All
with
the
booster to
missions
slow the vehicle
looks
down in
pretty good,
preparation for stage separation, which is
and
where the first and second stages
I need to
separate.
give you a reminder
Following
as
this,
well.
and
The
good to know
whole
that for
the
MVAC
whole
build. Now,
rocket
following that,
stages
the MVAC
of
engine
this
on the
Falcon
second
9
stage will light,
by this
which
point,
is
maybe
called out
you,
as second engine
in
start
case you
vehicle
don't
1
know,
or
all of
SES-1.
it are
Now, this
actually
engine
Kerolox
burn lasting
propellant. The
several minutes
liquid
will
oxygen
propel
is
the
the
second stage and the payload
oxidizer,
to
and
orbit.
the super
And in
refined
addition to these
kerosene,
major
the
events, the
rocket
fairing heads
propellant
will
1,
separate about
RP1,
50
as
seconds
the
after
fuel
SES-1.
itself.
Now, as a
And
reminder, we
hence,
will not
because
have
of
any
the
views of
kerosene
the Falcon
itself
9 second stage or the payload at
on
the
this
request of
mission,
our
it
customer.
it contains little to no lead contamination to ensure the rocket engine
Now,
operations
this series of
all
events, again
good
starting with MECO, is set to
and not
begin in just
encountering
about
any
15
problems. And
seconds from now.
because the kerosene itself is actually a very long chain complex hydrocarbon, so that's why it has all of this kind of signature suit, of this carbon monoxide um, incomplete burn as well, especially since it's catering for the high performance one instead of complete full burning there. Okay, and the first stage has already done its job. Main engine cut off, stage separation, and here we go. The vacuum Merlin engine ignition,
And there we have
second
that series
engine,
of back-to-back callouts, which
second
again were
stage engine
MECO, followed
start.
by stage
Number one,
separation, and then
SAS1 has
SES-1.
already begun.
And coming up shortly, we should hear a call out for
And yeah,
fairing
because this
separation, but
mission,
as a reminder, we will not be
obviously,
showing it on screen.
yeah, obviously
As I
because
mentioned earlier, both
it is
of the
a
payload
military
fairing halves supporting today's mission are flight-driven,
military
with one half
satellite
flying for
mission.
its
Of
sixth
course,
time
we
and
are
the
not
other
going to
for its
see
fifth.
any more of that, but however, the mission should be good, and we shall. Okay, and
And there's
the
that
pellet fairing has
confirmation
already
of fairing
separated,
separation.
which
Those fairing halves will now
which
fall back to
these
Earth, and we will attempt to
pellet fairing
refuel with
halves
our
there,
recovery vessel, Go
with
Beyond.
another left side and halves, and another right side.
If you're just joining us, you're watching live
It's
coverage of the
already
SDA
separated,
Tranche 1
and
Launch
that's
3 mission.
basically the
To recap the mission so
tranche
far, we
one.
had
Yeah,
an
yeah.
on-time
So
liftoff
I
at
was correct there.
1:32 p.m. Pacific
So
time from
it's
Site 4
separated, and
East at
also it will
Vandenberg
be
Spaceport
reused back
Base in
for
California,
another flight
and
as
had
well.
successful
We're
stage
not going to
separation
see
of our Falcon rocket.
the
And we've got some
the
wonderful
recovery
views
of
of the
that
California coastline there on your
pellet
screen.
fairing, but however, that's pretty typical, and
Now,
it's
up
going to
next will
take
be
some
the
times.
return of
But
our Falcon 9
however,
booster to Earth.
the
In
interesting
order to
part
make its way
here, we are
back,
going to
the
see
Falcon 9 first
the
stage has two more
Falcon
burns it
9
needs to
first
execute.
stage here. The
First up will be the
the
entry burn,
booster
which
number
helps to slow the stage down as it re-enters
1103
the upper part
will
of the Earth's
be
atmosphere.
re-entering
And then
back
following
to
the
Earth.
entry burn shortly thereafter, the
And
booster will
in case
initiate the landing
you
burn,
want to
which
know,
will slow the vehicle down
okay,
for a
in
soft
case you want
push
to know
on the patrol ship
how it
Alpha Force
actually
SW,
reaches the
currently stationed in the
highest
Pacific Ocean.
point of the altitude,
We're
we are
expecting that
go.
entry burn call out
You will see
at around the
the
6 T plus
you will
6
see
minute and
the
23
speed,
second mark.
aka the velocity, will be. It's no
Now, to start
longer
the entry burn, we'll be
no longer
relighting
going
3 M1D
going
engines, which is
down
similar
again.
to pumping the
Okay,
brakes
it's
to
already
slow down the
stuck
vehicle
here,
as it
so
passes back
sort of
into Earth's atmosphere. We need to
7156
slow down the vehicle
kilometers per
to
hour,
reduce re-entry
and
forces,
it's going
which then helps us
back up
recover
again.
and reuse that first stage.
Okay, so it's already reaches the
Now, during
highest
the entry burn,
amount
Falcon
of
9
the
is
altitude
decelerating
itself,
by firing
which
its
I
Merlin
believe
engines in the
124,
direction that it's moving,
123
and this
kilometers
causes the
up.
rocket to fly
So
through the
that's
engine's
the
exhaust gases,
apogee
which
of this
deposits a layer
first
of soot
stage,
on the
and
vehicle's
now
skin.
it's
This is
going
what gives
down
our
back to
flight-proven
Earth,
vehicles their characteristic
where we
look.
are going to see
That
the
soot comes
entry
from
burns
the
will start.
carbon-based fuel that
And
Falcon 9 uses,
okay,
and
T
with
plus
each
5
flight,
minutes
soot
into the
builds up
flight.
a little more
So
on the
how the
outside
entry
of the
burns
vehicle.
actually works is that, in the nutshell, it's basically just to slow down
Now
the
we're just
rocket
under a minute and a
just
half
enough
away from
so it's
that
not
entry
going to
burn.
get
And you can
all of
follow
this
the
high
telemetry at the
stress,
bottom of
and
your
also
screen.
to ensure
On the
that
left-hand side, we can see the
and
vehicle
also
speed
to
and
ensure that
altitude, and the right-hand side will show the engines that
the rocket
relight
itself
once
is
that
not
entry
going
burn
to
starts.
self-destructively re-enter back to Earth. So
Falcon 9 is also equipped with
it's
4
it
hypersonic grid
tries
fins,
to its best
and
to
you can
do
see
its
them
best
from
as
time to
well.
time with the views on your screen. And
So
those are
basically
positioned
that's
near the
it.
top of the first
And
stage
this
and
one
are
is
used to
the
steer the vehicle as it
onboard
returns to Earth.
rocket
These
camera
are
as
the
well, but this
primary
one
aerodynamic
inside of
control
the
surfaces for the
stage
first stage during atmospheric
separation
re-entry and descent,
adapter
and are
there,
a
so
critical
you can
part
see
of
there.
Falcon 9's reusability system.
Okay,
From
altitude
time to
is
time,
100
you might also
kilometers,
spot white
already
puffs
down,
coming from Falcon 9,
already
and those
officially
are the cold nitrogen
entering back from space,
gas bursts, which help with atmospheric
internationally
control.
defined, and at least from the US defined. will be 80 kilometers.
Now, reusability is key
Yeah,
to lowering
80
the cost of
kilometers, aka
spaceflight,
60
enabling
miles.
more investments in
100
critical
kilometers
space
is 80
infrastructure.
miles in
As I
Imperial
mentioned,
system,
the
in case you
Falcon
want to
9
know.
first stage supporting
And
today's
here we
mission
go.
is about to perform its entry burn for
Okay,
its fourth time.
already ran
And we should be
thirst
hearing that
back
call
from
out
the
for
US
entry burn in
defined
just
space
about 10
boundaries,
seconds from now.
and now it's fully back on Earth. And we are going to see the entry burn will start. First, start
Stage
with
1
the
FTS is saved.
one of the Merlin 1D engines will ignite
Stage
first,
1, entry burn startup.
and then followed by
And there's
another
that call out for
another
entry burn
second
startup
second
on the
set there,
Falcon 9 first
which
stage.
3 out of
This burn is
9
set to
Merlin
last
1D
about
engines
26
there
seconds, and again
doing
is
its job.
slowing down
You
the
can see
payload in
there.
preparation for its final burn and landing.
You can see that's basically how it actually works. And mind you, this one actually relays from their ground station, so
Stage 1, entry
it's
burn
not using
shutdown.
its Starlink
And
in
there's
case you
that
want to
call
know.
out for entry
Okay,
burn
and then
shutdown,
after that,
signifying
it's
completion
just
of the
going
Falcon
into
9
the
first stage entry burn.
reverse sequence
Now,
where the
Merlins
first
on the Falcon
where
first
the
stage
two
are
sets
optimized for sea level,
shut down,
and these
followed by
achieve
the center
190,000 pounds of
center core
thrust
there.
each during a
That's
smooth
basically
air
how
descent.
the
And at
shutdown
liftoff,
actually
Falcon's first stage has
functions
thrust greater than
in the
5
nutshell. So
747 airplanes
that's
at
that.
full power. The single MVAC engine on the second stage has a
Okay.
much wider
And
nozzle,
as you can see,
and it's
the velocity is
optimized to operate in space, producing
already down pretty
220,500 pounds of
substantially.
thrust in
But
vacuum.
however, yeah, but however, in case you want to know, it's still
Now,
around
coming up
Mach,
shortly, just about 40
yeah,
seconds from now, we'll
around
have
Mach 2,
the start
Mach 2
of the
plus,
landing
something like
burn
that,
of
yeah.
the Falcon 9 first stage. And as I
And by
mentioned
now, the
earlier, this
altitude
is
should
the
be
final burn the booster will
around,
perform on today's
yeah,
mission,
10
and it's used to
kilometers.
reduce the remaining
Okay,
speed of the
altitude
vehicle
is
for a gentle and
10
precise landing
kilometers
on the drone ship.
transonic.
Of course, I
Stage
still love
1,
you.
transonic.
Okay,
There's
stage
that
1
call out
has
for
already
stage 1
reached
is now
transonic,
transonic. We'll have
boundary
a
between
soft
the
gentle
Mach 1
touchdown on our drone ship.
and
Of course, I still
and
love you.
also
Currently
the
stationed in the Pacific
below
Ocean.
the Mach 1 sound, and
Now we should be hearing
it's
that call out.
Stage
it's
2
already
terminal
going
guidance.
down off the Mach 1,
And nominal
and we
call
are
out
getting
there on
ready in
stage 2
for
is in
the
terminal
landing
guidance. We should
burn
be hearing that call out
sequence,
for the
which
first
we will
stage landing
hear
burn in
soon.
just
And
about
you can
10
see
seconds
the
from now.
G-force has already going down, 1.1 G, and getting ready.
Stage 2
Only
FTS is
one
saved.
Merlin 1D engines will ignite, which will be guided by the
Stage 1,
grid fins itself. Okay, and the landing
And
burn has
there's that
already
call
started.
out for the
And
landing burn
to
startup
give you
of
a
our
bit
Falcon 9
information,
booster.
grid fin itself, right nowadays it uses the titanium alloy instead of the carbon fiber, because carbon fiber literally can
Stage
erode
1, landing leg
the
deploy.
grid fins when it re-enters back to Earth, so they switch to titanium alloy. And you can see once again it's already landed back on the, of course I still love you,
Stage 1, landing
autonomous drone ship barge. There's
And
it's already
another
it,
successful
it
landing
has
of
already done
our
its
Falcon
job,
9
and
rocket.
another
Nominal orbit
day
insertion.
already done,
And there's that
and
call out for
nominal
orbital
orbit
insertion of the second
insertion has
stage.
already confirmed
Now, as a reminder for the booster, this was
for
the
the upper
fourth
stage,
launch
and
and
as you can
landing
see,
for the booster supporting today's
the
mission.
the
Now,
water
as a reminder, we will
deluge
not be showing
system has
any
already
stage
started.
2 or deployment views
Okay, that
today
one
at
is
the request
mostly
of our customer. So with the
just to
successful
keep
landing of our
the
booster, we'll be
barge
bringing our
landing cool
webcast to a close.
and here and there.
We'd like to thank the Space Development Agency
And
for
of course,
entrusting
all
us with
that's left
today's
on the
mission,
first stage
as
is
well as the range
just the
and FAA
preservation and
for their
the
support.
propellant itself
If you're
dispatched,
interested in more launch
so they can
coverage, be sure
safely
to check
handle that back
spacex.com/launches
for the
and follow
mission.
at SpaceX on X for the most up-to-date information. And
Okay.
when you're there, check out our departure board featuring our
Okay,
upcoming
so we've
launches
already
with details
done.
such
And
as
this
mission
one is
name,
from
launch
the
and landing sites, and liftoff
SpaceX
time.
Mission Control Center,
We are actually counting down
located in
to
the
our next
Hawthorne,
Starship launch, Flight
California,
13, set to
USA,
launch from
in case you want to
Starbase
know.
Texas
And
in
yeah,
just about
I'm
2
also going
hours from
to
now.
stream
As
this one
always,
as well
excitement
for
guaranteed,
the
so be sure to
Starship
tune in.
IFT 13 mission, or
Thanks for
aka
joining us,
Starship
and we'll see you again
Flight
soon.
Test Mission. Okay, and this is the SpaceX already ending there. So yeah, we have already done the mission. So thank you so much everybody for watching in my stream. Yeah, this is not really that long, but you already got that idea. So thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate your viewership as well. Okay, no matter what. But yeah, just in case you want to know, the mission, the next mission, it will be here. Okay, Starship Flight 13. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like in the nutshell. So yeah, we are going to see that soon. This one is basically just to give you a little bit of information. This one will be the repeat of the this one will be the repeat of the flight 12, aka I still like to call it IFT 12, because they are still testing more mission there. And of course, IFT stands for the integrated flight test. So for the whole convenience, I'm going to call it IFT, okay, instead of typical flight designation. So until it's already fully done, okay, I'm still going until they have already properly proven it that it's working. So I'm still going to call it IFT. So we are going to see the starships, yeah, Starship IFT 13 mission. We are going to see that soon as well. So yeah, and of course, we yeah, it's going to be around 2 hours from now. So yeah, obviously I need to get some amount of sleep. So please. So we are, and also because we don't have any live chat so far, it's actually really good. And of course, thank you so much. Even though you just watch like this to the extent, but it's okay. It's all good. I do really need some good amount of sleep. So yeah, we are going to see that. And yeah, let's hope for the best that I won't oversleep again. Okay, because I don't know, my sleep schedule is still kind of far, how do I say, far from perfection, but yeah, still I'm kind of recovering from this sleep screw up. But however, this is a little bit of reminder as well to you. Please sleep properly if you have chance. don't don't just be like me, sometimes have problem with sleeping here and there. But well, what's new? But well, I'm still going to do my best. But anyhow, thank you so much everybody for watching. Once again, I'm Dennis Suguwa, your thank you so much for watching today. I'm Dennis Suguwa, your host today for the launches of the SpaceX's Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket carrying the USSF SDAs. In case you want to know, USSF stands for United States Space Force, and SDA itself, not to be confused with the church, which also happens to be my denomination. You know, the Seventh-day Adventist, not that one. Another SDA one, the Space Development Agency, under that branch. Okay, where just moments ago it has successfully launched the, how do I say, the Tranche 1 transport layer E, okay, carrying the 21 payloads of it. That one is built by the York Space System in that specific area kind of situation. Yeah. And it has more than 300 kilograms of payload mass itself. We don't know what it adds, but basically that's the information that we got in the nutshell. And in case you want to know why, yeah, why there's something like this moving, yeah, because I'm using laptop, so so it is what it is. Yeah. And maybe if some of you actually interested, I'm using the Acer Nitro V16S AI. Yeah, even though the name itself has AI, I'm not I'm not I'm not the one here pushing any kinds of with gimmicky marketing here. And yeah, it's also increasingly a very divisive topic as well. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm using that, but with the specific CPU AMD Ryzen 7 260. That one is basically, if I remember correctly, that one is the rebatch version of the Ryzen 7 78845HS. Yeah. Okay. So obviously there's going to be the iGPU, the Radeon 7880M. Pretty okay for its task, but however, when I try to switch to, how do I say, to the 4K 60 frames when I'm using that setting on YouTube, it lags pretty much. So there's the so the it lacks that kind of muscle power when it comes to that kind of stuff. But however, 1080 80p 60 frames, no problem, can runs pretty well. Okay, and yeah, I also already upgraded to the 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM as well. Fully full. How do I say? Already fully populated the slots itself. You know, 2 out of 2. I've already done that as well. And also originally it's only with the yeah, only with the 1 terabyte of SSD, okay, on the C drive. Yeah, I'm using. Yeah, that one is actually the OEM Kingston. Okay, it has its own destination number, but I remember there's also second drive as well, which also I've already upgraded as well. Okay, drive D, 1 terabyte, another 1 terabyte. A, a dot a data legend 710 in case you want to know. If I remember that one, all of these two is actually PCIe 4 if I remember correctly. Yeah, and the GPU itself is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5050 8 gigabytes version in case you want to know. That one is the GDDR7 VRAM in case you want to know. But anyhow, I've already enough talking, so thank you so much everybody for watching. We are going to see you soon in around 1 hour plus from now. So yeah, hope for the best. I'm not going to oversleep sleep again. So thank you so much everybody for watching, and stay safe, take care, and see you everyone until we meet again in 1 hour plus from now. So thank you so much and take care. Bye bye, and stay safe. And also please sleep well as well, when wherever you are. But otherwise, have a very great day as well. Okay, so that's it. Bye. I'm going to take a bit nap here before I go to stream. So bye bye. Stay safe. See ya.